need to, these have to be in slope-intercept form in order for us to graph them. That means they need to look like this, y equals mx plus b, okay? Meaning that the y has to be by itself, okay? The b stands for the y-intercept, and we talked about that yesterday. Is that this line or this line? That's this one, okay? That's the y-intercept, and we graph this one first, okay? So this one has to be graphed before you can do anything else, okay?
What is
Okay, and then the M stands for our slope. Okay, and that is our rise over run. Okay, the top part of this fraction, and you can see it here, goes up and down. Okay, and I'm running out of room, so I'm sorry. Okay, and then the bottom part of this fraction does our left and right. Okay, so this would be up or down 8, and then left or right 3. Okay, that's what that's saying. Okay, so those are all the notes that you need in order to be successful. Okay, so with that being said, if we look at number 1, we need to start with our y-intercept first. And what is the y-intercept? 1. So go to the y line and find the 1 and put a dot there. Okay, now, before we do anything else, we need to look at the slope, and that is this number right here. So, is our slope positive or negative? Negative, okay? I would get in the habit of drawing yourself a little picture off to the side of which way your line should go, okay? That is the number 1 mistake kids make with graphing. It's not the slope, it's not their y-intercept, it's this part, okay? Whether the line goes this way or this way, okay? So, we know what our line should look like. And then you see how this one's not a fraction and this one is? Okay, if there's nothing underneath of this 5, it's considered a 1. Okay? So we're going to rise 5, meaning count up from this dot 5, and we're going to go over 1. Okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which way do I need to go over 1? I need my line to look like this. I can either go 1 this way or this way. To the left. Okay, if I go to the right, my line's going to look like this. Is that a positive or negative line? That would be a positive line, and I need a negative line. Okay, and then you can draw, connect your 2 dots. Can I scroll?
Yeah.
Cross off number 3. I don't want to mess with it today. I did not pick very good problems for the first page. Okay, so look at number 5. Actually, let's just go over here. Look at number 2. We're going to hop around today. Okay, we start with our y-intercept. What is our y-intercept? Negative 4. So go to the y line and find the negative 4. Is our slope positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive, okay, and it's 8 over 3. Okay, our slope goes right here, and it's right here, okay? It's positive 8 over 3. So draw your little line. That way you know what your shape of your line should look like. Okay? So we're going to rise 8, meaning go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and go over 3 which way? To the right 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's what I'll tell you. count yourself. Don't try to match up my dots on your paper, okay? Take a second and count up 8 and count over 3. Okay, look at 4. What is our y-intercept? 3. So go to the y line and find the 3. Is our line going to be positive or negative? Positive. It's going to be positive, okay? Same thing. Draw yourself a little picture. Okay, we're going to rise how many? 1, and we're going to go over 4. Which way?
Right.
To the right 4, okay? What happens if I go to the left 4?
It would be negative.
It would be a negative slope, okay? So it's no big deal if you accidentally go left 4, okay? That's why I tell you to draw a little line off to the side so you know what it looks like. Because that's the up and down does not make a difference. You could go up 1 or down 1. That's not going to change anything. It's your left and right that changes your slope. Okay, 5. Well, I'm doing 5. Okay, see how there's no number in front of the x? Same thing. If there's no number in front of the x, what is it? A 1. Okay, and it's really, because we need that fraction, it's really 1 over 1. Okay? So, what is my y-intercept? Negative 2. So go to the y line and find the negative 2. Is my slope positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. Okay, so draw yourself a little picture off to the side. I'm going to rise how many? 1 and run 1. How much, or which way do I go?
Right.
To the right 1. Okay, if you need it 6, it's really 5 over 1, okay, for that slope. Okay, cross off number 8. We're not going to mess with it today. Okay, 7, I'm going to have you guys do. Okay, so whatever, make sure you check your sheets for today. Whatever ones are blank, those ones are going to be for you guys. Okay, look at number 9. I lied. Look at number 10. Okay, so 10 is not in the form of y equals mx plus b. So before you can do anything, you need to get y by itself. Okay, now these are kind of nice because the steps are the same every time. Okay, your steps are going to be to add or subtract the x's. Okay, and then if you have to, why in the hell did I write 5? Divide by the number next to the y. Okay? Those are going to be your steps every single time. You're going to add or subtract the x's and then divide by the number that's next to the y. So if we look at 5, it says add or subtract the x's. Okay? So find the x. Are you going to add or subtract it? Why? It's positive. So if there's nothing in front of it, and you can write your problem like down here, we got 5x plus y equals negative 2. Okay, so we're going to subtract our x's. Okay, so over here I got y equals. Now, can you put these two together? No. Okay, we cannot because one has an x and one does not. Okay, so essentially all you're doing is writing them in a straight line. I got negative 2 minus 5x. Okay, I didn't change anything, I just moved them over. Is there a number next to the y?
No.
No, so we don't need to divide on this one, so that's nice. Okay, now, looking at this, what is the y-intercept?
Two.
-2. Okay, the way that you can tell, the slope always has the